So I'm out here. It's a pretty cold afternoon. I don't know how well the video will show it, but there's recently had a little bit of snow. There's not much left. Here's might be better. There's a little bit out in the distance there. Most of it melted away. Dog's wandering off. But you read the title. Making big decisions can be very, very difficult and stressful. And if you're my age, the big decisions for you is probably going to be what school to go to. But if you're a little older, it might be you want to quit your job or not, or to move somewhere, or to do whatever it is, your big decision. It can be difficult to make that decision. It's stressful, and oftentimes we end up making the wrong decision. We end up making a decision that we regret, and there's, believe it or not, a pretty solid form that you can follow to ensure, not 100% that you're not going to make the wrong decision, but to ensure that you're going to make a much better decision for yourself than you think you are. So most of the time when you're making a choice, it's like 2 or 3 options, right? And I'm going to run you through my example that I use for making this YouTube channel. This is the format I used to make this channel when I was going to start a YouTube. And what I did was I literally took a piece of paper and I made 2 columns. One column was why to have a YouTube channel, and why not to have a YouTube channel was the other column. I drew a line to the middle, and I listed every reason that I could have this channel. I'd be able to give advice to people. I might get a few subscribers. It'd be kind of neat, have some people watching my videos. It'd be kind of cool. Might if I continue to grow the channel, there's a chance I can make money, but it's probably pretty slim. And it'll be fun. I enjoy explaining concepts to people. I enjoy this. I enjoy the feeling of satisfaction that comes from feeling like you've helped somebody. I enjoy that a lot, so that'll be a benefit. So what are the consequences? Well, I'm still in school, and it's difficult to have time to make these videos, as you can tell from my wonky upload schedule lately. I'm still in school, and because I'm still in school, there's people that I spend time with. There's some of them might be mean to me. Some of them might bully me for finding out this channel exists. Some of them, my family, might think it's weird that this exists, and to be honest, they kind of do. Things like that. And when it came down to it, when I made this list, because for the longest time, I wanted to make this YouTube channel, but I didn't. Because for whatever reason, I was afraid of making this channel. For some reason, I was very hesitant. Starting a YouTube channel felt very, very scary. And then when I made this list, I realized why I was afraid. I realized I'm afraid of what other people are going to think of me if I make this YouTube channel. And then I realized, who cares what people think of me? If I want to do something, I'm going to do it. Other people's opinions, who I don't value, like, if my parents think this is dangerous, if they think that me having this YouTube channel is unsafe, I'm going to disagree with them, but I'll probably end up following their recommendation because I know that they care about me. But some random kid at my high school making fun of me for making YouTube videos that are geared towards helping people, why would I care what their opinion is? Why would I care? I've preached this before on my YouTube channel. Why would you care if somebody thinks that what you're doing that makes you really happy, that really gives you a sense of fulfillment, if they think that's stupid, then why would you listen to them? Because they're not doing anything that makes them fulfilled. They're playing video games and eating junk food all day. Why should I care about their opinion? That's the power of making this list. I may have never made this YouTube channel if I never actually took the time to really deeply process why I was thinking the way I was about this decision of whether or not I start a YouTube channel. Because what this practice does is it reframes your ability of making decisions. It changes it from a question of how you feel about something, what your emotions are, because your emotions change all the time, but it changes the question from how do I feel about this to what do I think about this. Because when you break something down logically and set your emotions aside for a second, you're really much more able to deeply figure out, is this the right decision or not? And emotions do play a big role in your decision. Emotions are very, very valuable in your decision making because, you want to feel happy about the decision you made. But when you think about your emotions in a logical manner, when you're able to pick it apart and realize each and individual thing that could be leading you one way or the other, then you're able to actually look at what's going on in your list. What are the reasons of whether or not you should make your what when you're able to look at your thoughts individually and your emotions individually as items on a list, on a piece of paper, something that's organized, you're able to figure out, okay, what decision should I make? And the question now becomes, what? It's no longer. let me get my thoughts. All right, I'm getting a little frustrated because my dog just wandered out, and it's kind of snowing, and she's white, and I can't really see her. But I do hear. Oh, there she is. All right. When you can put all of your reasonings for one reason or one decision or the other, it's now you can look at it and realize, wow, those emotions I was feeling, the things that were drawing me back, really don't mean that much to me. I use this on my girlfriend. I told her to do this when she was trying to figure out what college to go to, because it was a big decision in her life, and she had been battling of whether or not to make, which decision to make, which school to go to for a very, very long time. And I feel like she's finally starting to make a decision that she thinks is going to be best for her. And that's the power of this practice, is for me and for her, not so much for her, but mostly for me. When you make a decision, when you have this idea, okay, maybe I should start a YouTube channel, you have all these thoughts in your mind, all these drawbacks that are holding you back from making the decision, all these fears, all these anxieties, but you don't know why you have them. You don't know why, the reason behind all these anxieties. And once you can find your reasons why, once you can simply look at both sides of your decision and properly break it down and analyze it, that's when you can make the right decision. That's when you can start to decide for yourself what's actually going to make you happier in the long run, not just what are my emotions telling me right now and what are my emotions going to change later. Because your emotions change all the time, so why would you trust them to make big life-changing decisions? You should trust your intellect, your mind, not your feelings. That's all I got for today. God bless you, and stay wild.